H Upmann Monarchs video review this week with Kenny Gargett. Welcome again, Ken. Great to have you back after Havana.
Actually, I've been here the whole time. It's great to have you back.
I'm absolutely pissed after that. Just after that.
Seriously, I've arrived. That's my first glass. Rob's first glass.
EST Enero, January 08. Discontinued.
Last time I was in. Have these been discontinued?
Discontinued, my friend.
They're beautiful looking cigars.
Are they?
I think they are beautiful looking cigars.
Do you have any?
I've never smoked one in my life.
I'd love to see you have one.
Yeah.
Draw.
Fine. Yep. Absolutely.
Aroma cold. Nice aroma.
Yep. Lovely.
Lovely
gentle, subtle.
Like this. Never had one of these before?
I don't believe that I've ever had one of these
I
before.
find they fall second tier to the Upmann Sir Winston's.
Never work with animals, dogs, children and pissed people.
However,
Aren't you supposed to be off the grog?
I'm back on.
No, really? Quell surprise.
We'll be back to you shortly.
Possibly.
Shut up. Ken, first impressions.
My first impression is that you should probably drink less.
I will be catching a taxi home.
I've offered him a lift. Unfortunately, the video
I'd rather catch a taxi.
beautifully made. The flavours are. I'm not getting them as full as you're suggesting.
Mine's full.
No, I'm not getting to that extent. It's quite almost slight nutty, leathery character for me.
Yeah, we're just typical of the Upmann Monarch, to be honest.
Well, there we are. It's a shame they discontinued these.
You got the Sir Winston.
Yep. Which they bring out once every 3 years.
Well, they used to, but they've actually brought out more since then. Since 2005, they've brought out almost anniversary each year.
Oh, okay.
So
there we are.
The Sir Winston's a far more, if I could say it, refined cigar than this is.
Yeah, but this is
But
not.
I've always loved the Monarch.
I'm thoroughly enjoying
It's
this.
got an element of mongrel to it, which personally I enjoy. You've smoked a lot of Sir Winstons.
A reasonable number.
How does it compare?
Well, the latest Sir Winstons are pretty bloody special.
They are.
Really cracker cigar. This is so far. This has been a lovely cigar. Yeah, maybe not as sort of,
A bit more robust.
yeah, not as classy in that same sense, but certainly upper echelon stuff for me.
Yeah, I enjoy it thoroughly.
I mean that's after a whole quarter of a half inch.
Which reminds me, we'll come back at the end of the first third. Kenny, first third of the Upmann Monarch, January 08.
No, it's a lovely cigar.
Give me something definitive that we can work with.
I was about to look. I think it's certainly the construction's is excellent. The flavours are. I'm not finding it. You're talking full. I'm
Medium full.
I'm a bit under medium full. I think I'm closer to medium. I think it's just the way it's going. It's still got that leathery, not quite earthy, but leathery characters.
It's a lovely cigar.
It's a lovely. It is just a really enjoyable cigar, particularly after that dodgy little punch Corona thing.
Love the punch Corona, but this was. It's got. I agree with you, the leatheriness. I agree with you. To me, it's medium full, but I can understand medium bodied. It's got that real leather-esque nature to it. Compared to a Sir Winston, it has its own personality. Very much so, its own personality. It's why I deride Habanos SA. Why delete something which is a personality-ridden cigar or laden cigar? It makes no sense. This is leather. This is to me medium full-bodied. It's got a little bit of spice through the nose. It's got just a touch of mongrel, which its more refined brother Sir Winston does not have. Does it make it worse than the Sir Winston? Absolutely not. It's different.
It's certainly different.
Now we should celebrate difference in cigars. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm very sad to hear they've been discontinued, and I hope that will be reconsidered. But be holding your breath from that. It's certainly
Gorgeous.
that leathery. I mean, it reminds me when you're a kid and you're playing footy in the backyard and the old leather footballs. And they'd get wet and they had that aroma. Or you you could recognise the smell of an old wet leather football, and that just a little bit of that in this.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ken. I must say.
I mean, even if they only bring them out once every 3 or 4 years, I don't have any great problem with that, provided the discontinuing doesn't seem to make much sense to me. And then I'll bring them out as a regional release somewhere, double the price, and offend everyone.
I'll agree with you on this one. I mean, absolutely, I just cannot believe they would cut allocations down to 25,000 cigars a year. Do that if you need to.
Yeah.
Just cut it down to 25,000 cigars a year. But to discontinue this is a...
If you cut them down, you also make people...
It's a front.
It becomes one of those little cult items that people want to chase. And you'll sell you 25,000 without a problem, I would think.
Loving the cigar. Let's come back at the end of the second third. But I've got a gut feel it's going to get better.
It's not getting any worse. Got a bit more powerful. For me it's moved more up now. It's at least medium full now. It's also, you're getting some of that young tobacco character coming through, which wasn't there earlier.
But no young tobacco character coming through. We all know the disparity of Cuban tobacco, but
it's actually quite interesting because, I mean, you were talking yours right at the beginning being full. Mine was medium at
mine's
best.
now medium.
Yours has gone that, and mine's gone whoop. And yeah, so they're very different cigars, but they both seem to be very good cigars. Because I'm certainly enjoying this.
I'm thoroughly enjoying mine, I can tell you that now. We're back in the last third of the cigar, can't say. Good to have you back, Kenny. We haven't had a review for a while.
No, good that you're back. That's the difference. Smithy and I have continued holding the fort, earning you money. That's what we're here for. Although Smithy gets paid for it, of course.
We had a record February.
Yeah, that's because you're away.
I know.
Smithy and
How good's that? When you go away for 3 weeks and have a record month?
I think it's a big hint.
Yeah, piss off. We're back at the end of the third. Kenny, last third of the Upmann Monarch.
Well, I'm down to my last little bit. It's got a bit hot, a bit more earthy. It's and sort of a lot of tobacco flavours now. And
there's tobacco.
There was a bit of caramel about a bit further along, just for a little while. Just moved into that didn't last long. But lovely cigar overall.
It's not a cigar with a lot of finesse.
No, not great.
It doesn't have the
first third. It certainly did.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the finesse of the Upmann Sir Winston at all. It's a mongrel cigar. Yeah. I mean, this is a cigar that really.
I didn't mean harsh on it for that. I don't think it's
I don't mean
that as a positive, but I wouldn't put it that extreme. To me, it's a bit more than that. But I like it. I do really like this.
It's that cigar which. It's got to carve out its own niche.
Yeah. Well, I think it's done that.
It's done it.
Oh.
You know,
if someone said to me, "You've got a year's supply of as many Monty Opens as you can smoke, or one of these for the next year, and that's it."
Take this every day.
I'd have one cigar for the next year, and that'd be it.
I know. H Upmann Monarchs. Yeah. They are. Well, you've had the Tang Monarch.
Oh, well, that's.
It's a class above again.
Oh, that's about 6 classes above.
Yeah,
that's just truly glorious.
It's one of the great Churchills of all time.
Oh, that's just. I had one not so long ago.
Yeah.
I actually got the notes to do a review. In my pile of notes to do reviews.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, I'll get around to it. And it is a spectacular cigar.
I'm going to miss these guys because they simply are typical Cuban Churchill. Hasta luego. Until next week. Cheers.
Shame.
Don't say shame, Habanos shame, because I hate that. They hate that, Ken.
Well, it is. I mean,
they asked me not to ever say shame, Habanos shame again.
Well, you needn't say shame, Habanos shame, but I feel entitled to say shame, Habanos shame.
I never watched one review when I'm on here. I mean, really, unless you're seeing yourself, why would you watch one?
Well, my thoughts exactly.
We've got some Behekis. We should do those next week.
So actually, neither of us know what we're talking about.
I have that cigar.
Fortunately, the video was off. You had the wonderful spectacle of Rob crawling around here chasing his cigar that he dropped.
Oh, shut the fuck up, honestly.
Diet Coke in the XO Zacapa. Seriously, I apologise for the delay in this particular video, but it's taken Rob an hour to set up the camera because he couldn't remember how he put it together. It took me 30 seconds, and seriously, I'm the biggest Luddite on the planet.
Where'd that laugh come from? It's like a half laugh, half wheeze.
I don't know, I've always had this, but it just sort of seems to have come back lately.
It's like Muttley.
I've always been told that. Now, do you want a lift?